Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about chapter 4 business services. Business services means all those activities which provide support and services to the business are known as business services. Business services acts as a fundamental activities for performing various types of business activities. These services are necessary as these services provide support and services to the business for their operations. The main features of business services are intangible, consistency, inseparability, lack of inventory, and involvement. Let's understand one by one. Intangible or intangibility. Services are intangible, which means they cannot be touched. They can only be felt or experienced by the consumers. The quality of the service can only be determined after its consumption. It is important for service provider to consciously work on creating service which will provide favorable experience to the customers. Inconsistency. Services are inconsistent in nature, which means that there is no standard fixed for the services of tangible products. As different customers have different demands, thus these services are performed according to the need and demand of the customers. So, services are different from different service providers. Inseparability. Services cannot be separated from the production activity, as when production is done, one can only consume or enjoy the product after the delivery of services. It means the services cannot be separated from the service providers. These are produced and consumed at the same time when these are produced. Lack of inventory. Services cannot be performed earlier in order to use later. They are only performed when the customer asks for it. They have very less or no tangible components and thus cannot be stored for future use. In simple terms, services cannot be stored as these are produced and consumed at the same time when these are produced. Involvement. This is the most important features of services. It implies that in the service delivery process, consumers can participate a lot and can change or modify the service according to the requirements. In simple terms, to experience service, the participation of customer is essential. If there is no participation of customers regarding services, that means there is no use of services. In simple terms, on the basis of these activities, the services are different from goods. Similarly, services are intangible in nature, whereas the goods are tangible in nature. Services are different from the different service providers, whereas the goods are homogeneity in natures. Services cannot be separated from its service providers, whereas the goods can be separated from providers. Services cannot be maintained stock as these are produced and consumed at the same time when these are produced, whereas the goods can be stored. To experience the service, the customer participation is necessary, whereas to experience goods, the customer participation is not necessary. The services can be broadly classified or categorized into three categories. These are personal services. Personal services are those services which are experienced differently by the different customers. These services are differ according to the service providers. These services depends upon customer demand and preference, such as tourism, restaurants, etc. Social services. Such services are conducted to fulfill the social goals like improving standard of weaker sections of the society. They are provided voluntarily for some considerations to cover their cost. In simple terms, social services refers to all those services which helps to development of the society is known as social services. Similarly, business services. Business services refers to all those services which provide support and services to the business is known as business services. For example, banking, insurance, postal and communication, warehousing, transportation, these are considered as business services. Let's discuss about the first, that is banking. Banking services. Bank is a financial institution which accepts money in the form of deposit and lends money in the form of loan. A bank is an institution which attracts money on the form of deposits for the purpose of being lent to industry or the trade. Bankers are not merely money lenders. A bank lends what it borrows from others. A bank is buyer and seller of money. According to the Indian Banking Regulation Act 1949, bank provides following types of accounts. These are saving accounts. Saving account is an account in which money can be deposited any number of times and withdrawal is possible up to the balance available in the account. In this account, interest is paid, which is lesser than any other accounts. Similarly, current deposit account. Current deposit accounts generally are opened by the businessman. In this account, money can be deposited any number of times and withdrawn can be possible any number of times. In this account, interest is not paid, but in this account, overdraft facility are available. Recurring deposit account. Recurring deposit account is an account in which total amount is deposited in regular intervals. In this account, interest is payable, which is higher than saving accounts. Fixed deposit account. Fixed deposit account is an account in which total amount is deposited in once. These amount cannot be withdrawn before the maturity period of time. In this account, money is paid, which is higher than all the other accounts. Multiple option deposit account. This account offers multiple options to the depositors. It can be a combination of current account or saving account. In this account, the depositors can enjoy the liquidity of saving and current accounts, and rate of interest of fixed deposit accounts are higher than all the other account. Similarly, the banks provide various services to the customers. These are bank draft. A bank draft is a type of check which is drawn by a bank either on its own branch or on another bank. It is very convenient, cheap and safe method of remitting money from one place to another. In order to remit money through a bank draft, a person first obtains the bank draft from the bank. For this, he fulfills all the requirement and pays the amount of the draft along with the prescribed commissions. Then he sends the bank draft to the receiver by post. When the receiver gets the bank draft by post, he deposits it in his bank. The bank collects the payment from the concerned bank and credits to the customer's account. Banker's check or pay orders. Pay orders means the bank draft which is payable within the city or same town. It may be called a local bank draft. Banks issue pay order for local use and issue bank draft for outstations. The commission charged for a pay order is lesser as compared to bank draft. Real-time gross settlement. It is a fund transfer system under which transfer of funds takes place from one place to another on a real-time and gross basis. Settlement on real-time means there is no waiting period in payment transaction. The transaction is settled as soon as it is processed. Gross settlement means the transaction is made on one-to-one basis without bunching or knitting with any other transaction. It is considered as the fastest possible system for transfer of money through the banking systems. National Electronic Fund Transfer. National Electronic Fund Transfer. Under this system, the fund is directly transferred from one account to another. Direct transfer helps both the parties from inconvenience of drawing check, depositing check, etc. The key difference between National Electronic Fund Transfer and real-time gross settlement is that real-time gross settlement is on gross settlement basis, whereas NEFT is or National Electronic Fund Transfer is net settlement basis. The minimum transaction value of RTGS is 2 lakhs, whereas there is no minimum value for National Electronic Fund Transfer. Real-time gross settlement facilities are available in over 72,000 branches, whereas National Electronic Fund Transfer is available in 75,000 branches of banks. Electronic functions of bank. Under electronic functions of banks, the bank provides various facilities to the customer such as EFT, electronic fund transfer. Under electronic fund transfer, the fund is directly transferred from one account to the others. Generally, employer transfer the wage and salary of employees from company's account to the individual's accounts of employees. The direct transfer in accounts saves the employer as well as employees from the inconvenience of handling huge amount of cash. Automated teller machine, ATM. The person who makes payment and accept deposit in bank is known as teller. The ATM refers to mechanical and automatic teller which can do a teller's job 24 hours in a day at less than half the cost of human teller. To use an ATM, the customer need to insert a plastic card in the machine and need to enter identification code. If the code matches, the machine responds by giving cash, taking deposits, etc. Debit card and credit cards. Debit card is a facility offered to account holders to make a payment up to the amount of credit balance in their accounts, whereas the credit card is the facilities offered to the account holders to make a payment more than the amount balance in their accounts. So, my dear students, in these topics we learn the various types of services provided by the banks and various types of accounts provided by the banks. Have a great day. Bye bye.